In this video, I'm going to give you guys 7 steps that you could take right now to increase the sales on your Etsy store. So if you don't know my Etsy story, definitely check out a couple of my other Etsy videos on the channel. I was making $7,000 per month with my Etsy store that was 100% passive income on a print-on-demand store. I highly recommend that kind of store. But for this one, let's get into step number 1. So step number 1 is going to be looking at the analytics of all your product listings and see which ones are getting a lot of views, which ones are not getting views. And those ones that are not getting views, try to take some strategies that you used in your title and tags and pictures for the product listings that are getting views and use those for the ones not getting views. If you have some really good products that just don't have good views, maybe the SEO is off, maybe your target keywords are off, so it's not going to come up in search naturally, and if it's not going to come up, people can't see it, no one's going to buy it. So that's the first step to get new sales and more sales on your Etsy store. Step number 2 definitely ties in to step number 1, and that's just overall SEO improvement. So I'm going to come out with a video fully describing everything I do for SEO on Etsy and strategies that have worked in the past and new strategies as well. So subscribe to the channel and click that notification button so you can get notified when that video comes out, hopefully sometime in the next week on this channel. But SEO is undoubtedly extremely important on Etsy, because if no one's seeing your listings, no one's going to click on them and no one's going to buy. Without titling your products of things that people are searching for, there's just no way that you're going to make any sales on Etsy. So it's super important. So stay tuned for that video where I do a deep dive into SEO tactics specifically for Etsy. All right, the third step here to do is to run a 24-hour sale on your products that people have added to cart but haven't bought. So that's going to notify them that there is a sale running on something that they have in their cart, and it's just that much more likely that they're going to buy it at that point. And once you run a 24-hour sale, you can actually do another one right after that, and recommend doing it 2 or 3 times in a row, 2 or 3 days in a row, running 24-hour sales. It's going to keep notifying these people that have your products in their add to cart, and they're going to get a discount obviously, but don't discount it so much where you're not making profit. Still lock in those profits, but give them a discount to encourage some more sales. And especially if you're doing a print on demand product, it's not going to be really any skin off your back. You're not going to have to, make a homemade product or physically ship something out at a cheaper margin. You're going to get a slightly cheaper margin on your profit, but it's not really going to be any extra work to you if you're running a print-on-demand store, which I highly recommend. All right, step 4 is something that you could do here, and that's going to be duplicating your top-selling listings and products with another listing. So if your top-selling product does, 50 sales every single month, if you duplicate that listing with a new picture, new title, maybe some new SEO tactics on that listing, you could be going from selling 50 of those items per month to maybe 60 or 70 just by having 2 separate listings with different images, different SEO, different titles, things like that. So people still want this, but maybe those people that want this product as well aren't finding it based on your first listing, but a slightly different listing that's duplicate of your listing that's already working could just drive in new sales, new traffic. It's definitely an idea that has worked in the past, and for a lot of people it works really well. And say you were selling 50 before, maybe even this new duplicate listing, you'll sell more than 50 from that listing. So it's definitely worth the try, and it cannot hurt your store at all. All right, tip number 6 is going to be post your Etsy store and products in different Facebook groups that have that specific niche. So get in there, start talking with people on Facebook, and post your items in the Facebook groups. It's a great way to scale. Some people alone have started $1,000, $10,000 per month stores just by advertising on Facebook, and not even advertising, just posting in groups for free, getting into these communities and selling to like-minded people who have interest in this type of product that you're selling on Etsy. And another place that you can be posting your products and store is going to be on Pinterest, which is a different beast than Facebook, but probably easier to get started because you can just post there and get instant traffic versus trying to integrate into some Facebook groups at first. So Pinterest might even be faster for getting sales if you post something there that is trending or gets picked up kind of in the algorithm and gets promoted to a lot of people. Could get some instant sales same day just by posting your listings and products on Pinterest. All right, I lost track of what step we're on, but this next strategy is to actually increase the price of your top selling items. And you might think that that's a bad strategy, that you might lose sales, but in some cases your sales actually go up. Don't ask me why. Maybe people think it's a more sought after or high quality item because the price is a little higher, and your sales could actually increase just by increasing the price. So you're going to get more profit and more sales potentially. And if you test it out for a couple weeks and this new higher price is actually decreasing sales by a big amount, you can always just go back to the other price. Something else that might happen is your sales actually go down, but your total profit actually goes up. So maybe you were selling 50 of these products per month, and then you actually increased the price, but you dropped down to 45 sales per month. But by charging an extra $5 for every sale, you've actually increased your profit by $100 or something. Even though you're selling less of these slightly at a higher price, you could actually make more profit in the end. So if you do see a total sales decrease due to increasing some prices, don't worry at first, calculate it out. You might actually be making more money. All right, and then the last step here is to look at your product listings on desktop like you would normally do, but also open up your store and products on Etsy mobile on your phone, and you might find that it just does not look good on mobile, and you could be missing out on a lot of sales because your listings and products just don't look good over there. So your mobile sales could be way down because of that. So experiment with that. Just look at some of your listings. It could be top sellers, it could be medium sellers, it could be ones that don't sell at all. Basically anything, and see, maybe it just looks terrible on mobile and you're missing out on a ton of mobile sales. And things you probably would have to do is adjust the pictures, maybe like zoom in a little more or make it not as contrasting for the smaller image on a phone or mobile device. Things like that may need to be changed so it looks better on mobile to get more mobile sales, which are key, especially moving forward as more people are shopping and buying on their mobile phones. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed these steps to get more sales on your Etsy store, and these are all actionable. Within just a couple hours of work, you could make all these changes and try these out on your store. So if you enjoyed this one, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I launch the video of the SEO top tips and tactics, probably coming out within the next week. Or if you're watching this one, a few weeks after I posted this video, check the end card. It might be pinned here at this point. Also check out my other Etsy videos and my Etsy story of how I made over $7,000 per month on Etsy. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.